figures from smart men. Bro, I was thinking about smart people. Bro, I was watching his video about, like, what people do in the night, and it was like, oh, like, what do ancient, like, humanoids do in the night? What's up, Oreo? What's up, Unruly? What's up, Goku? What's up, Stream Elements? We got a bot invading the chat right now as I'm getting inundated by Banana Ball. The party animals? I know the whole point is, like, not to take themselves seriously and, like, do backflips and stuff like that and throw the ball around the diamond. And I don't know if I'm being full on unk mode. I've never sat down and been like, I'm down to watch some Banana Ball. I'd rather just scroll endlessly on Reels or YouTube Shorts. Have you guys seen the YouTube Shorts that Mr. Beast is making? No one's making better okay, the best content being made. I'm about to see The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey. I'm about to see it July 17th in Hollywood, baby. Come on now. I'm seeing it in H-Wood. Live the day before my birthday, and I'm very, very excited about it. It's a great work of art. They took so much time to make this, and it was such a difficult production for them to create the Odyssey and make that, okay? Whatever that turns out to be will not be anything close to what Mr. Beast is doing on YouTube Shorts. That man is a mythical beast of content creation. My whole feed right now is speed at the World Cup. It's the World Cup. It's speed. It's Donald Trump talking to Johnny Infantino or whatever the crap that European guy's name is. Is he a South American? And, like, rescinding the red card for Bologna. How do you pronounce his name? Bologna? 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 I see it and I look it up. I wrote it down. Bologna. I wrote the whole thing down. So Bologna. Bologna. It's a difficult one for me to pronounce. Speaking of Bologna, I saw an interview with him today. He was interviewing. What's up, guys? By the way, I forgot to say hi. Has anybody been watching the NBA Summer League? Gotta hop on the Summer League. I've been seeing some highlights here and there, my brother Oreo. My friend, my brother. My everything in betwother. You know, we're just trying really hard on today's show. You know, put in max effort. What else you gonna need to do? Who else is out here on a Monday, July 6th, putting in max effort? ESPN's off. Mike Greenberg took the week off. Get up? Not doing it. No Damian Woody, guys. Hey, you like NFL Live every day? You like Laura Rutledge? Me too. She's not live right now. I like Pat McAfee. Funny guy. Big arms. Very, very generous man with his money, donating $250K to the ALS Foundation. He did the Ice Bucket Challenge. Surprised he did not nominate me. But whatever. We'll talk about it later with Pat when we have him on the show in a couple of weeks. We're talking. We're in works with Pat McAfee to get him on the show. He's coming. So am I. What was I talking about? Put in max effort. On a July 6th, when the rest of sports media is taking the week off, TBWZ is sitting right here with you guys. Now, did I take July 3rd off? I did take July 3rd off, and I worked on July 4th. July 4th was an absolute mess. I became racist. Yep, it happened. It's official. I know it was bubbling underneath. I know it's bubbling underneath the surface. Like when you see those videos of mold growing in a petri dish, like spreading, like Venom. What's up with Venom? Was Venom in Spider-Man 2? Was that Tom Hardy? No, it was Tobey Maguire twice. Can I? Yeah. Hey, did you like Tobey Maguire the first time? Yeah. Can I get seconds, please? What was I saying? Bologna. How are you, Zach? What's up, Blake? So good to see you. Watch out for Blake Hinson of the Utah Jazz next year. We're already getting inundated with NBA Summer League from Oreo the Cat. Blake is in the chat. We can officially begin today's show as we rock and we roll. Today we're going to be going live on TikTok with a graphic that I have cooked up this morning after watching the entire Rich Paul and Max Kellerman whiteboard episode that they did on Game Over, I think is what it's called. It's called Overgame. Game Over. I think it's called Game Over. I'm pretty sure. Tried looking it up on YouTube. They're not posted on YouTube anymore. I'm like, where are they? They're on Netflix. Oh, yeah. Forgot. That's where I get my sports podcasts. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Oh, silly me. Silly zini. Thought you'd go on YouTube to get your sports podcast? Not anymore. Got to go on Netflix.com. Desktop version only. That'd be crazy. You know, Netflix used to come in the mail. I'm not even lying. Do you guys want to hear how old I am? Well, I turned 30 on July 18th. So in 12 days, if my math is correct, I do turn 30, so I will be that old. Exactly. But you want to know how old I am? I remember when Netflix first, happened, okay? We had Blockbuster. We were able to watch movies on DVDs. There was no such thing as streaming. Everything was physical media at this point. So you had a VHS player, and you had some DVDs lying around. One of my first memories is getting a Netflix CD. Unruly, you are also unk with me, brother. Congratulations. We're brothers. Peace and love to you, dog. Netflix used to come in the mail. So the first time I signed up for Netflix, it was because it was a big competitor for Redbox. So Redbox came out, and it was a big competitor to Blockbuster. Redbox was essentially a box of DVDs at your local grocery store, whether it be your Market Basket, whether it's HEB, whether it's good old-fashioned Ralph's or Albertsons over here on the WC. You used to be able to go to the groceries, buy peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and then also rent Sandlot. You used to have a whole sleepover. Used to be, when you had a sleepover, you would go to Blockbuster, and then you would go to the CVS and get snacks. Now, all you do, go to HEB. Just roll up, and you get your DVD live from a box, and you buy your snacks and your crackers, and Mom gets a bottle of red wine, because she's not going through this entire slumber party sober. You get ice cream and ho-hos and ding-dongs and some sweet treats. Maybe a Kool-Aid or two. Dat Big Ga. Sorry, had to throw that one in there. I'm more of a fan of Dabita. We'll put a pin in that one and have a discussion for another time. Redbox came out. Box of DVDs at the grocery store. Food, movie, slumber party, good. Then Netflix came out. What is Netflix, you say? Netflix is a website in which you order the DVD gets shipped to you, you watch the said film, you put it back in the container. Is that what they're called? These? Containers? You put it back into the container, slip it into the envelope that they gave to you, seal it back up, put it back into the mail, and the mailman takes it back to Netflix. And you would just get DVDs in the mail and then give them back. That was how Netflix worked. It was unbelievable. One day I was trying to watch Hot Tub Time Machine on Netflix. I was trying to order it. I was trying to get the DVD. I was on Netflix.com on our family computer. Because people used to have computer rooms. Right now, everyone just has the computer in their pocket. Not sure why I did that. Or they have the laptop, or they have an iPad. Your 7-year-old sister has an iPad. She can hop on Amazon. Order whatever 7-year-olds order on Amazon. Those squishy thingies, Neato. What are kids doing these days? What's up with kids and ordering cheeseburgers plain? I feel like everyone prefers a cheeseburger plain, to be completely honest with you. Like the fact that children order their cheeseburgers plain. Please, someone remind me what we were talking about, because I was on a good tangent. Netflix coming in the mail. I feel like the basic human instinct at the smallest of levels, the true microbial version of the human man, down to the cellular level, loves a cheeseburger plain. Meat, cheese, bun only, right? That's how you used to get it as a kid. So because the child orders it that way, I feel like the child is not inundated with things that the adult is inundated with, or the preteen, if you will. Shout out to the preteens out there. This show, big preteen show. Is that still a thing? What does a preteen just become a teen? Talk about that later. Put a pin in that one as well. Keep forgetting what I was talking about. This show begins the same exact way every single day, and that's with the verse of the day. Today's verse comes to you from Romans 5, verses 1. It's Blake. Let's do the verse and then talk to Blake. Therefore, since we have been made right in God's sight by faith, we have peace with God because of what Jesus Christ our Lord has done for us. Because of our faith, I don't want him to hang up, so I'm going to answer it. Blake, you're on the phone line, but I'm going to finish the verse. Because of our faith, Christ has brought us into this place of undeserved privilege, where we now stand. We are confidently and joyfully look forward to sharing God's glory. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Blake, what is up, my brother?
How you doing today? I didn't realize you were doing the verse of the day.
No, it's totally okay, Blake. I'm so glad that you're here. I think I'm having a good time. How's the show been so far? Have I been crazy and wacky and zany and fun?
No. How did you become racist?
Okay, so that's what I forgot to say. 4th of July just brings out kind of the worst in a lot of people. And I was at a restaurant working at my job, and there were just some people there that were kind of acting a fool. There were some people that are there a little bit unruly, if you will. Shout out to unruly.
I don't care.
Yeah. How did you become racist?
I'm not racist.
Me neither. We should make an official pledge for TBWZ. Just like no racists allowed.
I'm pretty sure Brazil got eliminated. Or are they? They
Are we talking soccer now?
yeah.
Brazil did get eliminated. Yes, they did by Norway. Erling Haaland was unbelievable. He looks like a true Viking. Blake, what a terrifying human Erling Haaland is, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. So they got eliminated, and then Portugal also got eliminated today by Spain. Did you happen to catch that game today, Blake?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so Ronaldo is no longer in it.
It's just so much games I can't keep up with. Like,
what are you best with? What are you best at? Do you struggle to keep up with things in life, like schoolwork or responsibilities, or no?
No,
It's
really.
just the World Cup.
Yeah, I could keep up with football games and basketball games.
Yeah, Blake, have you ever played fantasy football?
Yeah, I did it last season.
Are you going to play in our TBWZ Fantasy Football League this year?
Wait, there is one?
Oh, bro, of course there's going to be a TBWZ Fantasy Football League.
I didn't know that.
Dude, we're gonna do it up and I think the winner's gonna get 100 Vini bucks.
100 Vini bucks?
Yeah.
Or just Beanie Bucks?
Yeah, probably just Vini bucks at the moment. I don't know what you could buy with the Vini bucks. But
maybe
do you have any ideas?
Maybe mute yourself for how many Vini bucks.
Oh, like you could spend your Vini bucks on muting people in the chat and stuff like that?
I mean like you.
Oh, mute me.
Yeah, for I don't know.
Well, Blake, here's the rule that I'm trying to think of, and if Oreo is in here, Oreo can also be a ruling body in this decision right here. But if you mute me, I'm willing to do that as a punishment, but then you have to hop on Zoom, and we have to go full screen with you talking on Zoom for the entire 5 minutes that I'm muted.
Actually, that wouldn't be that bad. I don't think so.
You think you could handle 5 minutes solo on TBWZ?
Yeah, I would need to think of what to say, but I don't know.
Yeah, Oreo would do that. I absolutely love it. Oreo would talk about NBA Summer League. What if you had to do it right now, Blake? What would you talk about?
Just did you see Neymar cry?
I did. Yeah, do you have opinions on that? Neymar crying after the game after getting eliminated in his last World Cup?
I understand it because this could be his last World Cup he be in.
Yes, it's absolutely his last World Cup. It'll be the end of it. Blake, I actually have a take that I'm going to be going live on TikTok with in just a moment here. But my take is that whatever team LeBron James goes to is going to win the 2027 NBA title.
I'm hoping it's the Denver Nuggets.
Wow, you think him and Jokic would look good together or what?
Yeah, I would like to see him. We need it. We got eliminated first round.
Blake, that's so awesome, dude. How was your 4th of July? Did you light fireworks?
Nah. My area, my own state can't even do fireworks because of fires.
Oh, yeah, you have the fires going on in Colorado. Sorry about that, brother. Sorry about what? Did you have a fun 4th, though? Did you have a hot dog?
Nah. I just relaxed.
You just relaxed? You didn't have no dog?
No, I had dinner, but that's it.
Blake, what should the question of the day be today?
What one team would you eliminate right now if you had the choice?
Didn't we do that last time?
Yeah, but for NBA, it's different.
What did we do? Did we do football last time?
Yeah, we did, I think. I'm not.
We can keep brainstorming. What if maybe something that's some 4th of July snacks or something with 4th of July or fireworks or.
What is your favorite food from 4th of July?
What was the best thing you ate on 4th of July?
Yeah, basically.
That's a really, really good one. Best thing you ate on the 4th of July. Blake, unbelievable stuff. That is what you bring to the table. You are the absolute man, brother. God bless. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Peace. We are going live right now on TikTok. The movie of the day is Rush Hour 3. By the way, watching Rush Hour 3, hanging out. Where's LeBron going? Oh, let's take Oreo first. Oreo, my man, what is up, brother? How has NBA Summer League been treating you?
I only got to watch a couple of them the other day, but yeah, it's been pretty good.
That is so awesome, brother. How was your 4th of July, dude?
It's pretty good.
What did you end up doing with the folks?
We just sat inside. We sat inside most of the night, and then Pittsburgh did like this big, like multiple different neighborhoods were doing like fireworks. So we just sat out on the bridge and just watched them.
Oh, you went on one of the bridges, bro. There's so many bridges.
Yeah, we
In
went on
Pittsburgh.
one of the ones.
There's a lot. That's so awesome, dog. That's sick. You were playing Minecraft with CJ?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. That sounds like an absolute blast hanging with CJ online just like that. Oreo, you're calling into the show. Did anything tickle your fancy from this sporting weekend or this weekend in general?
It's kind of crazy that Neymar Jr. is retiring. I saw that.
He's going to be done, bro. Brazil is out. I've been locked in on the World Cup. Dude, how crazy is it that Bologna, and how do you say his name? Have you figured it out for me?
I'm pretty sure it's Falarin. I need to see it. I know it's Falarin.
Is it Balgan?
Balogan, I think. I think it's Balogan.
Is it Balogan?
Yeah, I think it's Balogan.
Balogan, right?
Balogan.
I think it's Balogan. All right, we figured it out. Donald Trump basically got FIFA to rescind Balogan's red card in the most epic move of all time on the 4th of July. It's so funny, bro. The World Cup has been so awesome. We're playing Belgium today. Are you nervous about the game?
Nah.
No, you think we're locked in?
Yeah.
Bro, that is so awesome.
Who do we
Go on.
Who do we play if we win?
I actually don't know. But I know that we play. Oh, it's probably whoever played today. I bet we play Spain. I think we play Spain if we win.
Ooh.
That one is going to be a little bit tougher.
Ooh.
There's some good ball players out there. Brother Oreo, I have a take that I'm going to be going live on TikTok with, and you can give me your take on the take, but you're always here when I do these wild things, and people get very, very mad at me. Today, the take is, whatever team LeBron goes to in this offseason is going to win next year's NBA championship.
It really honestly depends on what team it is that he goes to.
If he goes to
In my
Cleveland, are they
opinion?
winning it?
No.
Wow, you don't think so?
No.
Really?
James Harden is such like he's gonna sell somehow. He's gonna figure it out.
What about Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and James Harden and LeBron James?
I mean, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen are both playoff, like they get worse in the playoffs.
Yeah, the opposite of riser?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
If he goes to Denver, are they winning the NBA championship?
No.
Wow. 0 for 2 on the ones that I think he's going to win at. Now, okay, easy one. If he goes to San Antonio, is he winning the NBA championship?
Yeah.
Absolutely going to get it done for San Antonio. All right, if he goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, is he winning the NBA championship?
Heck no.
You don't think him, LaMelo, Ant Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, and Rudy Gobert are going to run a train through the West?
They're gonna play like 4 total games together.
Oh, you think they're all going to get hurt?
Yes.
Because LeBron has sciatica. It's already a
LaMelo,
thing.
LeBron, and Rudy all have like slight injury issues.
I feel that, but if they put it in, Anthony Edwards is always getting banged up in the playoffs for whatever reason because he plays out the gym.
Yeah.
If he goes to Miami, is he winning the NBA championship?
Depends what else Miami does. If they like add like another decent point guard to that team, maybe. I don't see it with the current roster though.
Him with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo would be absolutely nuts. And then the big one, this one's obvious for me. If he goes to Philly, he is 100% winning the NBA title.
Yeah. Have you seen that Jokic is like jacked?
Yeah, Jokic lost a bunch of weight. He looks great, dude.
Jokic is jacked and Shea cut off his hair.
Okay, is the Shea thing actually real? Because I only saw it one time and I didn't know if it was real.
No, it's real. Yeah, he buzzed it. Yeah.
Bro, that Wembanyama made Shea cut off his dreads.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Or his
made him lock
braids.
in. He made him lock in.
He made him lock in. Chet is locking in apparently this summer. Everyone's saying that Eddie Mara looks amazing in the NBA Summer League. Cam
He
Carr
does.
looks pretty good for the Lakers. That's your guy.
Yeah, and I'm watching the Spurs Summer League tonight at 7:30 for me. I think it's 4:30 there.
Very soon.
Right before the World Cup game, so I'm gonna have to multitask there.
You're gonna have to multitask. You're gonna have to lock in. Oreo, unbelievable stuff. We're gonna go live on TikTok with this LeBron take. I think it's gonna be fun. Before you go though, today's question of the day: what was the best thing you had on 4th of July?
I didn't really have anything. We just did the fireworks. It was just.
You didn't have anything good?
I mean, I had I don't even remember honestly. I was not feeling the greatest.
What'd you guys get for dinner? Did you get a McDonald's or something?
I don't remember.
Bro.
Can't lie.
Did you have ice cream? Are you an ice cream guy?
Sometimes. Yeah, I think I did have ice cream, but.
Oreo,
It
we got to get you
depends.
some better food next 4th of July. We'll put it in the calendar, okay?
Okay.
It's on. All right, Oreo, we'll talk to you soon, bro.
See you.
Peace. My guy Oreo the cat. What an unbelievable man. Had nothing good to eat on 4th of July. We got to get that guy some bread. We got to get him some candy or something. Hot sports takes. That's the title of today's TikTok live. Do you think they're going to like it? I think they're going to be really, really nasty to me about my LeBron take. So let me just figure this out a little bit because Oreo did poke some holes into what was going on. So I watched the entire Rich Paul and Max Kellerman whiteboard meme video. I watched the entire podcast. Remember, I found it on Netflix. That's how I started talking about Netflix coming in the mail. We'll get back to that in just a second. We'll loop back on that and Blockbuster and I think and then cells or something like that, molecular level. I think it's biometrics. I watched the entire thing, brother. First of all, my big take. Why Max Kellerman is a fantastic choice, but Rich Paul, what are we doing here? This is the first time we had an agent in the NBA be like, yep, I want to be the star. I'm starting a podcast. I am the agent of LeBron James. I started Clutch Sports along with LeBron James, and I am here right now, and I'm going to be a star in sports media. Getting Max Kellerman to go next to him was an unbelievable choice. But basically, he had LeBron in the middle of this whiteboard, and then around him were 5 names that he had the rosters laid out. Those were the 5 middle teams, if you will. And then around the peripheral, he had 5 other teams that were on this list as well that LeBron could potentially go to. I don't think it's going to be outside of these 10 teams. So I think the LeBron destination has been narrowed down to at least 10 teams. Maybe we throw in a sleeper here or there, but I really don't think LeBron James is going to be playing basketball next year purely to pad stats and run around and put in a bunch of work. I don't think that's what's going to be happening with LeBron. His ultimate goal is going to be winning an NBA championship. His ultimate goal is going to be going to a team that is ultimately competitive and good enough to get him another title or at least an opportunity at that. So the 5 middle teams that Rich Paul had on this whiteboard in his podcast with Max Kellerman. The first team I want to talk about is the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets add in LeBron James. They can make it work with Murray and Aaron Gordon and Jokic, okay? And then whoever that 5th player is, I know they have a deal with Peyton Watson, something that's popping up. But the first team I want to focus in on is the Denver Nuggets. If LeBron James goes there, we are going to have the 2 smartest, the highest IQ players in basketball on the same team together. Jokic doesn't play basketball like anybody else in the league. Let me rephrase that. Nobody can do what Jokic does on a basketball court. And it's not a physical thing. It's not because of its size. What's up, Birdie? It's not because he's taller than everybody or faster than everybody or bigger than anybody or can shoot it. It's because Jokic is smarter than anybody on the court. There's only one player currently in the NBA that Nikola Jokic is not smarter than, and that's LeBron James. Those 2 team up together and form something in Denver, along with Murray, along with Gordon, along with some other pieces that they have on the bench to make that roster work. That is a darn good team. The positives are offense is going to be very, very, very easy for that team to come by. When you have 2 facilitators, one of the biggest things that people forget about in basketball is just the facilitator. A guy who gets the ball to the right players. That's why there's very, very gifted guards that can go out and score. And there's guys who can go out and pass. It's the guys that can do both that are unbelievable. LeBron is one of those guys. Jokic is one of those guys. You have 2 elite facilitators on this team. Put whoever around them. They get open, they're going to find that guy with an open shot and get buckets. Offense is not going to be a problem for the Denver Nuggets. Will defense be a problem? Yeah, sure. We can talk about the Denver Nuggets defense. But ultimately, LeBron goes to that team. You put those 2 players together on that roster currently. I think Denver wins a championship with LeBron James. I really, really do. Does he want to do the altitude at 42? Probably not. Will he get used to it? Yeah, eventually. But, there's issues there with LeBron and the altitude at 42. JV Sports Live says T-Wolves or bust. Birdie, you called me. I'm gonna let the live cook up for a few more minutes, and then I'll get you on, Birdie. I promise you. The Miami Heat was on these middle teams for Rich Paul that LeBron James is highlighting. I think it's just the opportunity to play with Giannis and Bam. The Heat presently right now are not good enough to win an NBA title. The Heat presently are not good enough to win an NBA title. You add in LeBron James, everything changes for the Miami Heat. Do they still need shooters? Yeah, of course. But could LeBron play that role? Yeah, a little bit. With those 2 big men playing defense for LeBron, because LeBron can right now play defense still. But when he picks and chooses, he can do it. In the playoffs, he's going to show up and he's going to play hard D. He's going to bend his knees and get after it. I think it would work in Miami. Will it work in Cleveland? The only thing holding Cleveland back from winning a title with LeBron James and the roster that they have right now is probably James Harden. He ain't going to do stuff, dumb move by Giannis. Ivor Gas. Oh, is that my guy? I might know you. Yes, Miami, Cleveland, no. Wow, Bray. So we have a yes for Miami, but a no for Cleveland. I think the only thing holding Cleveland back from winning with LeBron James is probably James Harden. If you don't believe that the beard can win an NBA title, you put a guy like LeBron on that team, and I don't know, there's kind of a weird thing going on with James Harden and just like winning in general. Because it will come down to a situation where their season is on the line and it's a winner-go-home playoff game, whether it's the finals or the whatever. And James Harden will have a shot at the end of the game, and he will either hit it or he'll miss it. And most of us are going to believe that James Harden will miss that shot. I think it works out in Cleveland, though. I think that team would just be too good for the score to even get close. With those 2 guys protecting the rim, you don't really have to worry about the defense on the outside as much with Mobley and Jared Allen on the interior. And Mobley's good enough to play the perimeter. If Braun goes to Miami, he could easily lead the league in assists. He probably would. You know what? Let's open up the phone lines and get after it. What is up? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
What up, man? This is Jimmy from the Bronx.
Jimmy from the Bronx calling in on today's TBWZ. What do you got for the people, Jimmy?
All right, so we talking about LeBron right now. That's the topic. So I know everybody's saying he's going to go back to Cleveland, back to Miami.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for me personally, I think he's going to be a Knick. Hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hear me out. We all know LeBron's all about, making big. He wants all the attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not come to the Mecca?
The Mecca is where all the attention is. The only other destination in the world could be L.A., and you decided to leave that. So if you're going the vain route, if you're going the vanity play for LeBron James, the guy who wants the limelight, New York would be it. But, brother, my friend Jimmy from the Bronx, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the spotlight in New York already on a man by the name of Jalen Brunson in that city?
It is. But why the hell wouldn't you bring in LeBron for the veteran minimum?
Do you think James Dolan, right now the owner of the Knicks, has to go to Jalen Brunson and ask him first? Do you think this is okay?
I would. I would think so. Yeah, that's the captain. It's his team. So,
out of respect, you do that. So now let me put you in Jalen's shoes, Jimmy. You are him. What do you say? Hey, LeBron wants to come to the team. What are you cool with that?
I mean, if I'm in Brunson's shoes. We need anything helps to go back to back. The East is getting stronger. The whole league is getting stronger. Why not take the greatest player of all time?
Brother, it's a great point. Jimmy, unbelievable stuff. We're going to get some more calls coming in here soon, brother. But before you go, today's question of the day, what was the best thing that you ate on the 4th of July?
Them glizzies.
Oh, we got a hot dog on the list. Brother, you are the absolute man. Thanks for following. Thanks for calling. We'll talk soon.
Dessert.
Peace. Fellas, we're getting the live going. Hot dogs is officially on the list. Can I get a hot dog? We got more calls coming in, so if you want to jump on the phone line, the number's at the top of the screen, 213-352-5216. What is up? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I am Bernie. I am from Philadelphia. And LeBron is not going to Cleveland. It will ruin him.
Birdie calling into the show. You are one of our best callers that we've ever had. You are from Philly. Do you want him to go to the Sixers?
No. James Harden went to the Sixers and he was ruined.
You don't think LeBron James would make the Sixers better?
No, but if he can make Joel better, I see it.
Joel Embiid?
Come on, Joel being as weak as he is. Have you seen him? You saw him in the playoffs. He was horrible, correct?
I thought he was pretty good. You got to be nice to Joel.
Imagine LeBron and Joel together.
Yeah, what about
Wouldn't be better than having James Harden, than Zass or Clay. But also, how old is LeBron? Like in his upper 30s?
Yeah, he's in his he's 42.
He's 42.
Yeah.
So like Allen Iverson was like how old on the Sixers?
I don't know. Wait, Bertie, before we keep going, just to make sure you're old enough to call into the show, how old are you?
27 years old.
Okay, so you are definitely old enough to call in. Bertie, you are a fan of the Sixers. They made a play for Jaylen Brown. He's now on your team. Are the Sixers the best team in the East now?
We are underdogs at the moment. Watch out, Lakers. We're coming for your crown. We're coming for you. Sorry.
You're coming for the Lakers crown, Bertie?
Come on, the Lakers haven't won since when? COVID?
Yeah, from the bubble. Bertie, what did you do on the 4th of July?
Oh,
Yeah.
Watch Team USA. Watch fireworks. Like this month we had a storm.
Oh, you had a storm.
Day,
Wait,
so
you were in Philly, so you had the storm, and you had the World Cup game during the storm.
yeah, the World Cup game was earlier in the day, so it was delayed.
Sorry, bro.
It was delayed.
Did you see any crazy Europeans walking around Philly?
But also, I'm going to say this to you. Wherever LeBron goes, they better be prepared for him. You know what I mean?
No, what do you mean, Bertie? Tell the people.
I mean, if LeBron goes to the Cavs, Harden better be scared of him. You know?
I don't exactly.
And also,
Okay.
Giannis, wherever he goes, should be scared of LeBron.
Who's Dennis?
Giannis, what's his name? The Bucks guy? I forgot his name.
Yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, him. What's your opinion on his trade? What's your opinion?
I think Giannis makes the Heat a lot better, personally. But
exactly,
you know,
the Heat needs him because the Heat suck. They suck.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. They're horrible.
Bertie,
so,
have you ever been to Miami?
I'm a Phillies fan. I am a 76ers fan. I'm supposed to hate them. I'm supposed to, apparently.
Yeah,
but
Bertie.
Also,
yeah.
Are you sad LeBron is leaving the Lakers?
I am sad LeBron is leaving the Lakers. That's my favorite player, and that's my favorite team.
Yeah,
so it's
but imagine Stephen Curry and LeBron together, though.
I've imagined it. It's the oldest team of all time. Call it the Unk Bowl.
Exactly. That'd be really good for LeBron.
So it's bad that he's old if he goes to Cleveland, but it's good if he's old if he goes to Golden State?
Yeah, we'll see. But also, it's also football season soon, so I'll be worrying about that more.
Bertie, we'll talk about that very soon, Bertie. We will talk about football. All right, she hung up. Oh, my gosh, brother. No, let's be nice. Let's be nice. The phone lines are open, guys. 213-352-5216 if you want to call into the show. We got a caller on the line. Ori the Cat will be back soon. See you in a little bit, brother. We're talking about LeBron James. I also want to talk about the president saving the U.S. men's national team in the World Cup. And then any NFL hot takes, I am absolutely getting after those. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ widescreen hot radio. I said that wrong. Can I start over?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting.
What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ widescreen radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Jewel from Minnesota.
My guy Jewel, back-to-back shows calling in. What do you got for the people, brother?
So, like, what's the topic that we're talking about?
We're talking a little bit about LeBron James. I have the take that wherever he goes in the offseason, they're going to win the 2027 title.
Okay. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's say he goes to, like, the Wizards.
Okay.
I can't imagine LeBron in a Wizards jersey.
Jewel, I agree with you, but
especially winning a title.
I agree with you, but he's not going to go to a team that cannot compete for a title. I guarantee you he's not going to a team like the Wizards or the Jazz or the Dallas Mavericks. He's going to a team that can win right now. So that already gives me a plus up. But of the competitors, looking at these teams, like if he goes to Philly, they're winning, right?
I mean, probably not. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't. Okay. Let's think about this. Jaylen Brown. Okay, yeah. He was Finals MVP a couple of years ago. I get that. But like, if he's at shooting guard and LeBron's at small forward, there's like, I can't imagine it.
Jaylen Brown would be at the 3. LeBron would be at the 4. Tyrese Maxey would be at the 2 or the 1
LeBron,
in the edge coach.
LeBron is just the type of person to say, I'm not playing if I'm playing at the 4. Like, he kicked Anthony Davis off his team for saying that because Anthony Davis wanted to play 4. So it's
so someone brings this up in the chat, and Jewel, you are from Minnesota. If he goes to the Timberwolves, are they winning it all?
No.
Wow.
I don't believe in LaMelo Ball. I don't believe in Anthony Edwards. I strongly don't believe in most of them, actually. I've been a Golden State fan, basically. I've been a Golden State fan my whole life. I actually went to Golden State. I went to it during their 3-1 comeback in the Western Conference Finals.
Wow.
That was amazing. I went down to Oklahoma for that.
What an unbelievable game that you got to witness, Jewel from Minnesota. Brother, we got some people trying to call in, so we're going to keep it rolling here. But before you go, question of the day, what was the best thing that you ate on the 4th of July?
Nothing, bro. The whole day I was singing karaoke to myself. I didn't want to go to no fireworks show.
Bro's like a dog afraid of the fireworks, rolling solo karaoke in his boxers. Jewel, you are unbelievable, brother. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon.
Yep, bye.
Peace. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, how's it going, Zach? It's been a minute, man.
What's up, bro? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Cody from San Antonio, man. We talked that one time, man.
We did. Cody from San Antonio. I remember now, brother. You're on the phone line tonight. What do you got for the people?
Hey, I just want to say this, bro, from the bottom of my heart. I want to tell everybody this in TikTok right now.
Okay.
Including Zach. I know y'all all know this streamer called Neon. He posted on Twitch and he posted on Kick as well. He said he was gonna leak where LeBron James was gonna go to, and people are starting to say he's gonna go to the 76ers. Personally, I don't think he's gonna go there. I think he's either gonna go to Cleveland, and some people have indeed said that LeBron's gonna go to the Spurs. I'm gonna tell you this from the bottom of my heart.
Please do.
The Spurs. It will be a wonderful duo, but at the same time, I don't think he really wants to go there. I would think he either will go to Cleveland or either go to the Warriors, man.
Why wouldn't he want to go to San Antonio? If he goes to San Antonio, that's a guaranteed title for LeBron James and Wemby.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It would be a good title. And
Cody, what was the big issue with the Spurs in the finals? Was it just as simple as they were dumb?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. There was a bunch of referee calls that were not really reviewed, including in game 2, whenever one of the New York players, they grabbed on his hand, they grabbed on Darren Foster's hand, no foul was called. That was an unplayed call, and including with Castle not turning around when Wemby threw him the ball from behind, he didn't turn around. I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay, yeah, please.
And every single year, there is always a mess up, and no matter what, since we did not make the finals and since we didn't win, I just want to say this: Wembanyama, you got Defense Player of the Year, you got MVP for Western Conference Finals. You own the Western, man. You beat it to the Timberwolves.
Beated them up.
Everyone thought that we were going to get the Nuggets. We were not going to get the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And we beat the one and only team, the Trailblazers, in the tough time when Wemby wasn't there.
That was a tough
I'm
series,
telling
right?
you this. No one can do that just like Wemby. No
Beat the
one can do that.
Trailblazers?
Yep. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yeah, go.
If ever since John Morant went
Yeah,
to the
Jay.
went to the Trailblazers, I think it's gonna be a good advance for them as well on their side.
So you're really high on you're just really high on the Portland Trailblazers, Cody.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Don't lie.
I feel like LeBron. If LeBron goes to the Warriors or either the Sixers, man, it might be possible. But if there's a God, and if he does end up going to the Spurs, I'm gonna say this: it would be a miracle. And hope and pray that LeBron actually does, and he actually gets the job done for Wemby and for him.
I pray for LeBron every night. Cody, unbelievable stuff, brother. Before you go, question of the day real quick. What was the best thing you ate on the 4th of July?
What was the best thing I ate on the 4th of July? I ate chicken. I ate macaroni. I ate everything, man. We all had a wonderful time. It was a wonderful 250 4th of July, and I went to bed at like 9 o'clock, and then whenever I got home, at 1 a.m., people were popping fireworks still. Fun time.
I absolutely love it. The people of San Antonio having chicken and macaroni on a beautiful 4th of July Saturday. Cody, you're the man. We'll talk soon, brother. God bless.
All right, bye, Zach.
Peace. It's my guy Cody right there. What is that, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name are you calling in from?
Mirza, Toronto.
My guy Mirza from Toronto. Brother, we didn't talk about it. Kawhi Leonard is back in the 6, brother.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Why is
We're
no one
back,
talking
bro.
about the Raptors being the best team in the East?
Fam, Scotty and Kawhi. I'm not going to say they're the best in the East, but they're definitely up there. Like, the defense is definitely the best. Like, I'd say league-wide, like, besides the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, I mean, like, how are you going to score on it? Like, tell me, how are you going to score? And then offensively, Scotty's way more open now. They can't double team him because if you double Scotty, you're leaving Kawhi. And if you don't double Scotty, it's a one-on-one, and Scotty's going to destroy that.
And you also have R.J. Barrett there, too. Like, that team is
Exactly.
really well built out. And Colin Murray-Boyles, you lost Sandro, but you got Jakob Poeltl still. You still have depth on that team.
Oh, yeah. We have a ton of depth. We have a ton of young assets. And talk about DeMar DeRozan. He might come back,
I was just going to bring that up. DeMar DeRozan got waived by the Kings, so now he's a free agent. What about him returning to the 6?
Yeah, he's already hinted at it, too. He's liking on posts about it and everything. So, and on a veteran minimum, that'll work for us, too, because we do not have the cap space.
Yeah.
So, I mean, bro, these guys are seriously like, I'm not glazing at this point. Like, you can agree with this one at least. We are a contender now.
I'm a Lakers fan through and through. That's my wife. That's my bride. But I am flirting with the Toronto Raptors, brother. I have a take that. Could you imagine LeBron going to the Raptors and joining that team in Toronto?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if he signs a veteran minimum, I'll take him. But if it's not a minimum, I can't take him. I can't.
Yeah, you'll only take the greatest player of all time at the cheapest possible route.
Exactly.
Mirza, this is a funny question of the day for you, brother, because you, don't live in the States, but what was the best thing you ate on the 4th of July?
It was my sister's birthday, actually.
Nice.
So,
how old is she?
Yeah, I'd probably say the cake.
Yeah, birthday cake at sister's, what is it, her 21st birthday?
No, she's a year, so she's 17 now.
Okay, well, all right. So, we're just going to move past that one. Mirza, unbelievable stuff, brother. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Peace. What is that, brother? You are live on, I just wrote sister's cake on accident. Sister's birthday, well, just birthday cake. Sorry about that. What is up, brother? You're live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name are you calling in from?
Hey, what's up, brother? It's Antonio from Houston. Hopefully one day the future general manager of the Houston Rockets.
Have you updated your resume, your CV, any recently at all?
Not yet. I think Raphael Stone's got that covered for right now. But, one day, maybe there's hope.
My guy Tony calling in from Houston still has hope for the Houston Rockets themselves. I have this take that if Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams stayed healthy, they probably could have made the Western Conference Finals. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And so I want to run this by you.
Please.
I know it's going to sound crazy, but what if, and I don't remember if it was here I told or somewhere else I told, but The Rockets are one trade away from making the biggest headline of the year, and either we trade KD for AD to the Wizards,
okay,
and that helps bring LeBron to Houston.
So you're going to move on from KD, get Anthony Davis, who's just been on a carousel of teams over the past 2 years, send him back to Houston, and then lure LeBron into H-Town with AD.
I mean, imagine Van Fleet, Amin Thompson, LeBron James, AD, and Şengün. That's your starting five.
It's also like three other guys that Kevin Durant already was calling the R word and already hated working with. How do you think LeBron would gel with this team that has been, not the sharpest tools in the shed, apparently?
So that is the only thing that I don't know. I don't know if it would be worth taking a risk on moving on from KD, or if we were to call the Wizards and move on from Şengün for AD, and then that would bring – you'd have Van Fleet, Amin, and then KD, AD, and then you would Jabari. You'd have Jabari Smith. So that is – I don't know which one would be a better fit, but I don't see – I listened to a Van Fleet podcast a couple days ago on All the Smoke, and that I don't know. I still don't buy that KD, the tension I feel like is still there. Van Fleet underplayed it, but I don't know. I just don't see it moving on. Now there's some rumors about how he really wants to go to Detroit, and I don't see KD working out anymore. I tried to, but I don't anymore.
It was a one-year experiment, and the KDF files really, really, really threw a wrench in the whole system. And I'm with you. I don't think you want to bring bad vibes into a locker room like that has a really good young peripheral. It's in lieu of a star. Like, you need that star, and that's what KD was supposed to be, and I don't think he's going to be that guy. If they went and got Giannis, that would have been sick. But it's a bunch of young players that need to be developed well, and, Kevin Durant's not the best guy for it. And you say you're targeting AD. Is there anyone else you'd be targeting outside of Anthony Davis to make it to make your team championship contenders?
So originally it would have been Jaylen Brown. I'm really, really shocked he went to the six. First of all, I can't believe that's all it took to get Jaylen Brown. For Paul George. I mean, don't get me wrong, Indiana Paul George, okay, but not the Paul George we've seen the past few years. I mean, and for what? I forget, what was it, first-round pick or 2 first-round picks in 2 seconds? I mean, come on.
It's 2
the fact that more teams were real.
It's almost worse than that, though, Tony, because to get rid of the Paul George contract, they would have had to give a first-round pick as well for a team to be willing to take on $56 million with Paul George. So pretty much, one of the first-round picks was just to take on the Paul George contract. So really, Jaylen Brown went for 1 first and 2 seconds. They traded Jared McCain to OKC for 1 first and 3 seconds.
It's insane. It literally just doesn't. There's got to be more to the story, because I don't understand why more teams didn't buy in. Like, this gives the Luka AD kind of vibes. Like, there had to be something else going on that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because Jaylen Brown is too good of a player for him not to have more offers. And there's other teams that I feel like could have given better packages than a Paul George and a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's way other deals that could have gone. I actually thought he was going to go to the Timberwolves. I really thought that before they made the LaMelo trade that was going to – or Denver. I still think Denver – or not anymore, but I thought Denver was in play for him as well. I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, I think Denver's a really interesting one. I think it's crazy how we were waiting for the Giannis domino to fall. And everyone was like, Giannis is going to be the biggest story of the NBA offseason, and once he goes, then everyone's going to go. And that's kind of what happened. But realistically, like right now, it's still so clear to me that LeBron James determines so much of what's happening next year's NBA season. Where he goes, the title odds completely shift his way.
Oh, for sure. And part of me has thought, I think Miami would be a great fit. I really do, just because Giannis is there, and I don't really like the others. Oh, and Bam. I like Bam a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, Wiggins, Mitchell, but I think that's enough talent. LeBron, Giannis, and Bam. I mean, I think that's enough right there to put you through the East. I mean, I think Miami's or Golden State. I think is him and Curry. I think would be great. But I just read an article not too long ago, a couple hours ago, that the Warriors might be out.
Bro, I didn't know you could read. That's crazy. Tony calling in from Houston. Unbelievable stuff, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day: what was the best thing that you had on the 4th of July?
Oh.
What did you do?
I guess
Did you
gotta
get
be
aquatic on the 4th? Did you hit a boat?
Man, it's got to be the glizzy, I guess. The glizzy. It was too good.
Classic glizzy on the 4th of July. Tony, unbelievable stuff, brother. God bless, dog. We'll talk soon.
All right, brother. Later.
Peace. My friend Tony calling into the show, having a good time. Matthew says the Celtics going to be fine. We got Hugo Gonzalez. There are thoughts about LeBron James going to the Celtics. When I'm looking at teams that LeBron is going to go to, I'm really, really focusing on the whiteboard that Rich Paul had up in his podcast with Matt Kellerman called Game Over. And Boston was one of those teams, so don't count them out. OMG, fellas. We got a guy on the line right now known by Hailstorm Sports. What's up, Hailstorm?
What's going on, man? It's been a while since we talked.
It has been a while since we talked. You are also been going live, doing your thing. I was going to tune into your last stream, but I was working. A lot of NBA free agency stuff to go through, Hailstorm.
Dude, lots of stuff. I haven't talked to you since LaMelo got traded.
It's true. LaMelo is on his way out of Charlotte and into Minnesota. You know how they do the Netflix Starting Five documentary every year? I feel like they should just call it Minnesota.
Minnesota. Just do it on them.
Yeah, for real. Like, that team's going to be absolute drama. I was watching Rich Paul talk about him going to Minnesota and playing with Ant and LaMelo and Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert. And it's like, dude, that team would be sick. But LeBron, would he be able to hang out with those guys at 42 years old?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think LeBron's gonna end up in Minnesota, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. Dude, one of the craziest things from NBA free agency that's just been like dawning on me is this idea that Boston went from a championship contending team with a finals MVP on the team and Jason Tatum coming back fully healthy from an Achilles. He missed game 7. They lost. They end up dangling Jaylen Brown in front of Milwaukee's face. It ends up souring the entire relationship so badly that now they don't have him, and this team is probably not a true playoff contender for next season.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you went from, being probably the favorite next year, at least in the East, to, ruining your relationship with one of your best players. And, now you have Paul George. Paul George.
Now you have Paul George on your team. It's the Boston Celtics were, you said it, they were the favorites they were co-favorites with New York to win the East for next season, and now they lost one of their best players, and all the Celtics fans are like, hey, but we still have Hugo Gonzalez, we still have Drake May.
Hear me out. This is what's going to happen. Conference Finals next year is going to be Raptors and Sixers, and Jaylen Brown's going to game the Raptors like Kawhi did with the Sixers in 2019.
I love it, dude. I love the take. I'm obsessed with this Sixers team. That's the place I want LeBron to go to more than anything is Philadelphia.
I want him back in Cleveland. I don't think it's the best fit. I don't think it's the best team. But I think it's the best storyline.
It would be a great storyline. Hailstorm, obviously Summer League's going on. We're getting World Cup action is happening. We're getting closer to football. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about today that we haven't gotten to?
What have you been wanting to talk about that you haven't talked about today? We're always talking about me. What have you not talked about? How you feel about your Lakers, man? You like all the moves?
I mean, I've been kind of hiding my Lakers take because I don't want to cry on live TV about live TikTok about what's happening with the Los Angeles Lakers. But to be completely honest with you, I'm not too stoked on it. To be honest, I think the team is good. Did the team get better than last year? Maybe a little bit. I don't know how much. Like, Walker Kessler has to be the best big man in the entire league and win DPOY for this team to make the Western Conference Finals. With OKC and Wemby being right there, this team's not good enough to get past those two teams. And honestly, like, I don't know what the Lakers could have done to make it happen. Like, I don't think there was anything they could have done to get past those two teams in this offseason. And so I'm whatever, dude.
I think y'all will end up in like the 4 to 6 range next year. You guys aren't totally out of it.
Okay.
But when it comes to playoff time, I just don't know if you guys are really going to be able to compete with your Spurs and your the Thunders, and even like if the Nuggets stay how they are. and they get Peyton Watson back. Like, this might be a hot take. I know the Hornets traded away LaMelo.
Yeah.
And I know that we traded away Miles Bridges. We won the Miles Bridges trade. LaMelo trade up in the air. I would rather be where the Hornets are right now than where the Lakers are right now.
I agree with you. The Hornets are building like a mini, arsenal of draft picks over there like OKC did, and they're trying to do that thing over there. Can they draft good players? That's the part that we'll find out. Over the past few years, it seems like they're pretty good at it. But the Lakers have no assets until 2032. The only option for change, because this team is handcuffed by the contracts that they have, there's no wiggle room for the next 2 years. The only option is to trade Austin Reeves. And I'm like, I don't think they should have even signed Austin Reeves to this huge deal in the first place, but we're stuck with this team for the next 2-3 years, which is the hardest part for me.
Definitely, that's got to be the hardest part.
It's interesting though. Would you rather have an unathletic, intelligent team like the Lakers, or a hyper athletic, very dumb team like the Houston Rockets? I feel like we're just in the same situation, just polar opposite of teams.
You're not wrong.
Oh, man. I don't know if I'm being racist there, but, we're moving on. Hailstorm, 4th of July was this weekend. Question of the day, what was the best thing you ate on 4th of July?
My buddy's dad smoked some chicken. It was really good.
Bro, double time on the chicken, smoked it up. Unbelievable. Hailstorm Sports, let the people know where they can find your stuff.
Check me out on YouTube, Hailstorm Sports. I'm actually starting a new series today, calling it Takes in 10. I start a timer before the video starts. I have 10 minutes. If I don't finish my takes in 10 minutes, it cuts off.
I love that, bro.
Clippers today. Talk about the Clippers and the Kawhi trade and the Raptors and how I feel about the trade and everything. So that should be up later today on YouTube.
I absolutely love it. Hailstorm Sports calling in. We'll talk soon, brother.
See you, bud.
Peace. I think one of the funniest things, I want to do some NFL hot takes. It just hasn't been popping, so I'm not going to go to it right now. But one of the funniest things that happened in sports right now is the fact that the U.S. men's national team is playing a game against Belgium. Can we just go back real quick to that game on Friday with the U.S. men's national team? First of all, I know Clippers got Rui. Stop talking about that as well. We are not talking about the Lakers anymore. We are not being mean to me. We're being nice to me only. We're not talking about the Lakers at all. We're talking about the U.S. men's national team. That game on Friday was absolutely nuts. We got the goal in the first half from our guy Bally right here. Bologna. How do you say his name? Bologna? Bologna? Whatever. Flo from Progressive. We went down a red card when we went down a man when Flo got the red card, obviously, in that game on Friday. The worst part about it was not the fact that we were down to 10 men and we lasted 35 minutes with only 10 men on the field and absolutely balled out against Bosnia-Herzegovina and looked unbelievable. The hardest part was basically this idea that we were going to be losing flow for the game today against Belgium. But the most hilarious thing, Balogun. Let's go Chargers, baby! What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling in from? Balogun.
You know who it is.
Oh, it's my friend Will.
Yup.
Bro, Donald Trump saved Team USA by getting the FIFA president Gianni Infantino to rescind Balogun's.
Honestly, W move, not gonna lie.
Just cut me off like that, but go on.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, that's a W move.
That's it?
For how everything's been going, that was a great move by Trump.
Is that a question? Are you asking me a question?
No, I'm just saying that was an awesome move that Trump pulled.
He saved the U.S. men's national team because now Balogun can play tonight against Belgium. Do you have hope that this team can win it, Willie?
Of course. We will win. Even Zlatan even said it himself.
Zlatan believes in Team USA today, Will?
Yeah, didn't you see the little clip of him being like, will the US team win the World Cup? Yes or no? And he goes, yes. And he goes, Americans, you should start believing.
I love America. I've always believed. Speaking of America, how was your 4th of July, Mr. Will?
It kind of sucked because during the summer I'm in the Hamptons and I got a life-threatening alert that was going to say I was in danger because an whole just flash flooding came in.
You were in the Hamptons on 4th of July and you were in danger?
No, when the emergency alert came on, and it was like flash flooding, immediate, quote unquote immediate danger.
Okay.
80 mile per hour wind, so we just stayed inside and we couldn't launch fireworks.
That sucks. So your 4th of July got rained out.
Basically.
Did you have hot dogs or glizzies at all?
I don't like glizzies.
Wow, really?
I
Why
like
not?
burgers. I like a good burger.
You like cheeseburgers? Is the meat cheese bun the most elite way to eat a burger?
Here. A cheeseburger, lettuce, tomato, onion, no one can deny it.
No condiments?
I don't like ketchup or mustard on my burger. Just plain guy, not gonna lie.
You got to put a little bit of mayo on that.
No, hate mayo.
You don't hate mayo. You're just a child. Real men grow up and love mayo.
All right. You want to hear a funny? Ballygun song that I heard recently?
Yeah. Are you doing bits right now?
Here, it's funny.
Okay, go.
Zombie, waka, Ballygun scores again. We sold in from England.
Wow, it's unbelievable. Way better than I thought it would be. Will, you actually bring something up that's crazy. He is from England, right? I heard him talk for the first time today, isn't he? He has a British accent.
He is from England, and also but he was born in the U.S. But he, shocking, he chose up to play for us.
He was born in the U.S. Why does he talk like them?
Because he lives in England.
So I mean, if you moved to England, you would just start talking like them?
I mean, if you live there your whole life, you're just gonna get the accent naturally.
That is not how it works. Why do you like?
I mean, it does how it works. Man,
No,
that's
you
just
live.
the
No, there's
California
80-year-old Japanese people that still can barely speak English and are still just saying things super.
Okay,
Japanese.
then that maybe just be a certain kind of Japanese person, not him.
So Americans would go to Britain and start talking that way, but like a Japanese person.
No. He was born in the U.S., but his mother took him back to the U.K., and he's lived in the U.K. his whole life.
Nate Olson, too, said he was born in Brooklyn as an accident. Will, were you an accident or were you purposely planned?
I was surrogate, so yeah. I was born in Wisconsin, out of all places.
Whoa. Do you have any siblings, or are you one of one?
I have two siblings.
You have two siblings. Were they also made in science labs?
Sure.
I'm so sorry.
So in theory, we're just scientific experiments, just going around.
You're like a rare artifact. You're a superhuman almost, if you will.
I'm like a diamond card.
Yeah, you're like a diamond card. I know what that means. You're Aryan, or are you
I'm a what?
I don't know. I don't know.
What? LeBron James is coming to New York.
Will, unbelievable stuff, brother. Before you go, the question of the day was, what is the best thing that you ate on the 4th of July? But it sounds like you didn't eat anything.
I had some really good wings from this amazing barbecue place. Wait, we need to talk a little bit NBA. Why are you so upset?
Why am I said we're not going to talk about the Lakers anymore, but yeah, I'm
upset
about...
All right, let me stay on the line. I'm sorry for what I said. Forgive me. Let's move on. Let's talk about... My dad's at the game right now in Seattle.
Did you just change the conversation as I was answering your question?
I'm really good at that.
Your dad's at the game right now?
Yeah.
Did he paint his face?
I don't know if he painted his face.
I think your dad would immediately send a selfie to the family group chat if you painted his face.
Wait, can you respond to my question, though? So, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Okay. The one about the Lakers that I was going to answer, and then you rudely cut me off to talk about your dad going to some game in Seattle?
The World Cup game. Well, okay, all right, go ahead.
Just take the floor on my own show. You know what, Will? You're 6.5 minutes under this phone call. Get out, brother. I love you, brother. We'll talk soon.
See ya.
My guy Will always brings the heat on TBWZ. He always does. Wyatt, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining in, bro. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have a Silly Goose time, and that's just about it. This is getting a little bit of traction, so we'll roll with it. The craziest thing that has happened in the sporting world this year was the fact that the sitting U.S. president, for his birthday, had cage fights in front of his house. The White House lawn was the host of cage fights on the president's birthday. We had a man stand up and call Michelle Obama. I don't want to say it. I don't want to get in trouble. It was the most America 4th of July of all time, bro. Paprika on this. What we just experienced was the most American 4th of July of all time. The fact that the U.S. men's national team is good and playing in the World Cup, and it's here. And for the past 2-3 weeks, all we've seen is European and South Americans be like, hey, bro, America rocks. And we're like, yeah, it does. And leading up to all of this, the sitting president of the United States had a fight on the White House lawn. It's also our 250th birthday, and the Odyssey is coming out. This has been the most American 4th of July I've ever experienced in my life. Wherever you were at with America before the World Cup started, you're not there right now. Something about international competition just brings the patriotism out of the people, and I absolutely am in love with it. 2026 was the best year for sports ever, argue with a wall. It is only halfway done, brother. Think we have an entire MLB to live through. An entire MLB to live through, brother. And Wimbledon. Donald Trump made a call to Johnny Infantino and was like, hey, this is Bush League. You're going to change this right now. And Johnny Infantino was like, yeah, of course we are. We're going to do that right now. Was the foul an actual foul? I don't know. For me, watching this World Cup has been just special. It's been a special treat. One, because when you're sitting there on a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon and you're bored out of your mind, there's no sports on. It's just like baseball and some softball here and there, and freaking banana ball is on for whatever reason. People are watching that in NBA Summer League and, people playing 2K that I don't actually know. Nothing's on. The fact that there's competitive, world-class soccer happening on the screen is such a treat to us. I have two main observations, though, from the World Cup that I want to give to the people. Baseball is awesome. I love baseball. It is awesome. Regular season baseball game on July, in the middle of July, is not the same as a World Cup knockout game. One of the most obvious money grabs in my entire life has been FIFA doing these hydration breaks. One of the most obvious money grabs ever. FIFA has turned the World Cup into a 4-quarter game for the first time in the history of soccer. Infantino said it was purely a matter of the sport. It was a matter of sport. It was a matter of play. It was a matter of keeping guys healthy, keeping them hydrated. No, it wasn't. It was to make money. Reportedly, they're making over $500 million so far in ad spots during these hydration breaks. Infantino saying it was purely a matter of sport. Hey, Johnny, you know what's not purely a matter of sport? Overturning Bologna's red card the day before the biggest game in U.S. men's national team history because you got an earful from the guy that just had cage fights in front of his house for his birthday. I always heard from people from afar, like, FIFA is such a corrupt organization. It's so... Guys, something very, very bad just happened. Something very, very bad just happened. So, fellas, we have a thing on Twitch where if you spend channel points, you can get rewards. And Oreo the Cat just spent some channel points, 5,000 of them, for me to do karaoke. So now I have to break into karaoke mid-show and stop what I was talking about. All right. If you guys want to see the actual karaoke happening or see the lyrics and the words, you guys can watch on Twitch or on YouTube. But I'll stay live on TikTok so we can. So we'll just sing through it. He chose the worst song ever. We've already done this one before, Oreo, but gosh dang it. All right. It's going to be weird if you guys can't hear the music, so if you want to come to Twitch, you can hear the music, but if not, it might be funny me singing a cappella, if you will. I need YouTube Premium. Here we go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Kissy face sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on. Yeah, come give me something I can feel. Oh. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is meet me at the It's whatever you like. Woo! Turn the aperture into a club. I'm talking drink, dance, smoke, free. Party all night. Come on. Guambi, girl, what's up? Oh. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is meet me at the All right, that's it. Everybody left. Except for Will. Will's still here, liking up the live, having a good time with it. Hanging out, having a good time with my friend Will. Let's see if we get some NFL hot takes brewing on the TikTok live right now. Thank you for that, Oreo, by the way. Thank you. Will is calling back in. We're not doing it. All right, fine. All right, Will. I don't do double calls on this show, but if you want to have a double call,
it's just beautiful singing. Just bravo. Just bravo, friend.
Thank you, Will. I love the fans of this show, and I do it for you guys.
Yeah, it's really sad that the Lakers are gonna have no good food next year. Okay.
No good food? No good food? What is bruv talking about? No good food? What are you talking about? It's L.A. LA's got the best food in the world outside of New York. No good food? Is he doing a fat thing with Luka? Walker Kessler? Is Walker Kessler fat? We're the whitest guys in the world on our team. I had LeBron James on my team. I had LeBron James on my team like 2 weeks ago. Like the LeBron James. Yeah, that one that you're thinking of. Yeah, the greatest player I've ever done. Yeah, that one. I had him on my team. Like LeBron was a Laker. LeBron was on my team. I would turn on my TV on my local cable box and I would watch my favorite team play basketball. My local team, my Lakers. I live in Southern California. That's my local team. I had LeBron James on my team. Like, yes, the best player in the world was on the team that I watch every night. 82 games is a lot. 82 games is a lot to watch, and not having a star on your team stinks. I had the best player in the world on my team. I had LeBron James on my team. And now I have Walker Kessler. I'm not saying anything about Walker Kessler. I'm not going to discredit his game or say he's not a good player. I think he's a fantastic player. From what I've seen, not really. Who's seen any of that? No one's watched him play, except for me. We played Utah 4 times this year. I watched every time we played Utah. He never played once. And if he did, I didn't notice him. Sorry. Not sorry at all. And if I didn't notice you when your opponent was DeAndre Ayton, huh? Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say. Huh? Mm-hmm. I sat there and watched Utah play basketball at least 4 times last year. I didn't notice Walker Kessler a single time. And now he's on my team. He's not only on my team. We traded it all away. We have... I want Lakers fans to hear this loud and clear. We traded all... Let me try that again. We traded... Let me try that one more time. So the Lakers traded... No, let me try that one more time. What am I trying to say? This is the best show on the internet. We traded away every single ability to make this team better by getting Walker Kessler and signing Austin Reeves to a max deal. Our hands are tied. What we do this year is indicative of what the peak of this Lakers team could be. What we watched from San Antonio, that didn't feel like the peak of that team. That felt like probably the worst that team will look in the next 5 years. Because they're young, and they can grow, and they can develop. And even if it's not good enough still, they have flexibility to move players around and move picks around and go after guys that can make their team better. The Lakers don't have that luxury. The Lakers are locked in to what this roster is right now. This is the team. This is it. You know the meme of the guy standing in the corner and he's like, has the stick and it's like, do something. This is what Rob Pelinka did. This is what he decided to do. Luka, before hopping on a plane to go to Slovenia, said, go out and get me a competent big man. That's all he said. And Rob Pelinka said, okay. And went and got him the best big man that was like kind of available. I don't really consider Jalen Duren available. And Giannis, yeah, I guess Giannis was the best big man available, like thinking about it for a second there. You know what happens when you stop and think? You become smarter. Stop and think every once in a while. Yeah, Nick's winning it all, stutter. Sure. This is what he did. Lucas said, give me a big. He got him Walker Kessler. Traded away a bunch of assets to go get Walker Kessler. He re-signed his best friend, which I understand. Luka wants to play as his best friend. Cool. Drafted Cam Carr, who, for all accounts, Cam Carr looks pretty good. Cam Carr might be a good basketball player. We play in the Western Conference. And right now, we're not better than the Thunder. We're not better than San Antonio. We're not better than Minnesota. We're probably not better than Denver. We might not be better than Portland. I don't think Portland's done yet, first of all. To win in the NBA, it requires depth over everything. It's a joke. We made Landry Shamet like a big joke on this show, talking about Landry Shamet. But having him come off the bench and having Deuce McBride come off the bench, and having these guys come off the bench to make that team better. So when you're running your 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th guy off the bench, it's still a quality player. That's how you win in the NBA. And the Lakers don't have that. What is up, my brother Bart from Louisiana? My guy.
What's up, Zach?
Bart, hanging out, having a good time, brother. How was the 4th?
Bro, it was straight, bro. It was all right.
I absolutely love that, brother. Having a good time on the 4th of July, celebrating America. Bart, you're calling into the show. What do you have for the people today?
All right, I got my own hot take today.
All right, hit me with it.
I feel like Giannis is stupid for getting traded. Like he should have stayed in Milwaukee. And when I say that, it's because he came to a team, like, the first reason, like, he was at Milwaukee, he wanted help. He wanted a shooter. Dame got traded. He wanted help, right? So
okay.
he went to Miami, and Tyler Hero, like, they're gone. And he's with there with non-shooters, and that now they have to build around them. They have to build around Miami again, around him, when they could have did it. They could have did that in Milwaukee, and I feel like Milwaukee had the better chance. I feel like they had the better coach. So I feel like that's, like, he should have stayed in Milwaukee. You know, they had a great system, you know. And I feel like the system that he's in Miami, do they still have Bam?
Yeah, they still have Bam Adebayo.
I feel like that doesn't make really sense because if you look at it, they're both 6'11" or 7 foot and 6'11", and Bam really plays the 4 better than he plays the 5. So that really doesn't work. And Giannis is not a center. You know, he's like a mid-range shooter. He's not a center to sit in the paint. He's not a Wemby type of guy. So I feel like that was not a good move. He should have went to a team that's established in a good system for him. You feel me?
I hear what you're saying. I think it's an interesting take. You know, he's not going to a team that is ready to win right now, but you know, him and Bam can be some pieces to do it. A guy who I do think is going to go to a team that will win right away is LeBron James. I think he's only going to go to a contender. I've been dreaming about this idea of him going to Philly, Bart.
Well, but that would be crazy. But I feel like he's going to Golden State. But do you think if he gets traded, do you think he's going to bring his son with him?
Is he going to bring Bronny with him? I don't think the Lakers are going to let Bronny walk away, to be honest with you. I think the Lakers like Bronny in that system, weird enough. But, a lot of people like XT1 are in the chat right now saying that the Cavs are going to lure LeBron James with Bronny. And I don't know if that does it for him. For me, it's like Bart, he already played with his son. He did the thing. He threw an alley-oop to his son in a playoff game. Like, check that box. Now let's go win Daddy a ring. And if Daddy wants to go win a ring, go on.
I feel like he needs to play with his other son. I feel like the Warriors need to sign LeBron to a 2-year deal. That's for just in case if they don't get it done the first year, they'll get it done the second year, and by that time, Bryce will be in the league. I feel like that he'd be the first NBA dad to play with both his sons. I
think it's more important that we have Bronby create a child, and so then LeBron can be the first grandpa to ever play in the league. How about that?
That's crazy. Yeah, that would be something.
Bart, right now I have NFL hot takes up on the screen. Do you have any NFL hot takes for the people? Tell me about something.
I have the best hot take. All right, look.
You always do.
This is all right. You know, Joe Burrow is a top 3 quarterback in the league. It's Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow, Lamar.
Bart, I don't know, brother. Keep going.
All right, look. I feel like Joe Burrow needs to get traded. I feel like Joe Burrow is holding the Bengals back. He's the best player on the Bengals right now, but I feel like he's not as available as he was in 2021 when he went to the Super Bowl. I feel like if they get an available quarterback, Purdy's is on the deal, but if they get an available quarterback, I feel like the Bengals can make a deep run because they haven't been in the playoffs since 2023, 2020. Like, come on now. So, Burrow was hurt last year, the year before, and 2024. So I feel like if they get a new quarterback, and I feel like they can do something. They got Trey Henderson, they got Jamar Chase, they got Chase Brown. I feel like the only thing that's holding them back is the quarterback, because Jamar Chase is gonna provide, regardless he provided with Joe Flacco.
Yeah. I thought you said if he's a top 3 guy, they should keep him.
I feel like he's a top 3 guy, but he's not a top 3 guy in the Bengals. He's like, he had that good season, from 2021 to 2024. That was his ceiling. I feel like he needs some new beginnings.
Bart, absolutely love it, brother. Before you go, today's question of the day: what was the best thing that you ate on the 4th of July?
Probably ribs. Ribs.
Oh, who cooked the ribs? Mom or dad or Unc?
It got to be Unc. It was Unc for the ribs, and it was Unc and Grandpa for the barbecue. So Mom can.
So the ribs were separate. So Unc did the ribs, and then someone else did the barbecue.
Yeah, Unc did the ribs and the chicken, and then Gramps did the hot dog, the sausage, and the other pieces of chicken.
I absolutely love that, bro. Sounds like an absolute cookout. Am I invited next time, Bart?
You was invited this year, I was a little busy,
Yeah.
You invited, man. You my guy, you my guy. I got you saved in my contest. You my guy.
Bart, you're the absolute man, bro. God bless. We'll talk soon.
All right.
My guy Bart jumping in. Someone said Portland is going to be a sneaky team. I don't think they're very sneaky. I think they're right in front of your face. They're going to be what they are. USA, we taking Belgium down. Yes, we are. My friend XD1, absolutely. Donald Trump has saved Team USA, the U.S. men's national team. Bro, so I work in a kitchen. So I work at nights. I've been working closing shifts, which are 4 p.m. to 2, or I'm 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. basically is my shift that I work. And so I work with all of the cooks in the kitchen. I'm an expo. And if you know anything about cooks in California, they're Mexican. So yesterday, during the Mexico World Cup game, it was so bad at a restaurant. Everything was slow. We were behind all over the place. And then the manager was like, "What's happening? What's going on?" And then the guy who we had running the show in the back was like, I don't know. and he had no idea, and he was lost, and he was mad about it. I realized all the cooks were freaking watching the Team Mexico lose to England. They were all just locked in on the World Cup. DeMar DeRozan to the Knicks? Is that real? Not from NOLA, from Baton Rouge, from BR. Bart, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry, brother. I got to open up the phone lines just like that. Wow, Bart. They were all locked in on the World Cup. And I have been too, brother. It's been such a breath of fresh air, brother. Turning on some soccer. One of my favorite parts about the World Cup has been watching my dad go from like watching my dad go from like, wow, soccer's soft, great save, to being like, wow, the refs aren't calling anything. The idea that we used to think soccer was soft here in America, now we're like, hey, it's a foul, is very, very funny to me. Like, every time someone gets dragged down by their shirt and pulled to the ground and, like, face planted on, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I love that. I think it's awesome. I think it's so sick they just don't call anything. It's been peak soccer, not going to lie. It's been unbelievable soccer. But sitting there, watching my dad watch soccer has been one of the best parts of the World Cup for me. The genuine range from initially thinking that soccer is a soft sport to complaining about the European referees not calling any fouls has been such a sight to see. It's been officiated as if it was for Americans. They even added in 4 quarters for Americans. One of the most blatant money grabs in my lifetime has been FIFA making the World Cup a 4-quarter sport for the first time in the history of soccer. That's never been a thing before. They come to America and they're like, yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it 4 quarters. Why? It's in America. Hey, the best player on the U.S. men's national team who didn't play for England and decided to play for the States, even though he grew up in England his entire life and was just accidentally born in Brooklyn. He got a red card in a game. The president's on the phone right now with you, Mr. Johnny Infantino. Hey, get rid of that. And he's like, okay. I love corruption when it happens for us. Balogun, 1 goal assist. Plus, oh yeah, good luck, Alex. Good luck, brother. Hopefully you get rich and buy a house. I'm going to be in the streams a lot more now, but I got really confused with the stream times. XD1, yes. Times they are changing. Oh, wow, there's a situation going on with my microphone, brother. I just realized there's, like, dried spittle all over my mic. It's bad. That is bad. I love corruption when it's happening for my country. I love when evil people are making decisions that benefit me for the express written purpose of self-preservation. I don't really believe that Donald Trump was watching the game, but Donald Trump saw an opportunity. Nah, I think he was. He probably was. Who wasn't? I mean, he had cage fights in front of his house. You realize if the U.S. win, they will lose all credibility? No, I don't, Leonard. I don't know that, Leonard. We have a European infiltrating the chat. Good thing you can't call in, Leonard. Lose all credibility? It wasn't a foul in the first place. The ref didn't even call it a yellow on the floor, on the pitch. The ref did not even call it a yellow. He didn't call it a foul at all. They went to VAR, they zoomed in on it, and they're like, ooh, that didn't look good. Messi did the exact same thing, and nothing got called. It wasn't a hostile act. It wasn't like he punched someone or knocked someone over or kicked someone in the balls. Balogun jumped in the air for a ball and accidentally landed on a guy's foot, putting himself in danger. That puts himself in danger doing that. They went to some nerd in too tight of shorts wearing shoulder pads, logged in on his iPad and was like, oh, yeah, that's a red card. He's out for the game now. And he's out for the game now. Out for the game now. And he's also going to be out of the game for next game. Because it was so hostile. He's going to be out of the game for next game. Who the hell decided that was cool? Oh, sorry. Here I am being competitive. I landed on a guy's ankle. Now I can't play next game? Stupid idiot. Sorry. It's corruption at its finest. Imagine losing to Belgium even though your team was corrupt. Only way USA have a chance to beat Belgium is because of corruption. I think there's still a great chance that USA loses with Balogun on the lineup. Belgium's a good team. Belgium's been here, done that. They're coming out of Europe. USA's been the hottest team, though. I've watched every single contender in the World Cup, every single good team out there struggle. I've seen Spain draw at 0-0. I've seen France look bad for a half. I've not seen USA look bad at all. Even when they were down 10 men, they absolutely parked the bus and looked unbelievable. They even got a goal down a man from an amazing set piece, or an amazing free kick, if you will. The red card shouldn't have been called a red card in the first place. And I think Johnny Infantino got the call from Trump and was like, yeah, I'm going to listen to you because you're Donald Trump. But also, it is the wise move to make. You don't want your sport to be viewed at as Americans as over-refereed. Because we have a huge problem right now in American sports of over-refereeing. Of this eagle-eye technology, watching every single movement of the ball, watching the chip in it, and making everything horrible. We thought that our replay system was not good. Watching VAR call a guy offsides because his kneecap is a centimeter past a defenseman, that is not good. That's not the spirit of the rule of offsides. It does nothing but harm the sport. Bad calls happen all the time. Would you have the same energy if Trump did this in the NBA Finals? For what? Remember when we saw this 12 years ago? No. Ref cheated on the VAR on-field review. He cannot use slowed down footage of or frozen frames. I mean, Micah, I think even in full speed, you could see that the guy jumped on his ankle. Like, you could see he landed on his ankle. That's just not a hostile act. In the letter of the law, a red card is garnered for an overtly hostile act, a purposefully done act meant to harm or injure another player. So you see it get given on like a really, really hard tackle because that guy wasn't going for the ball. But if he was going for the ball and the guy got tackled really hard, but he hit the ball first, it's clean. But it's when you're clearly going to tackle somebody and not going for the ball, that's when it's a red card. Balogun was going for the ball. He was looking up at a ball and landed on a guy's ankle on accident. It was an accident. It wasn't a red card. And if you think that should have been a red card, come on now. The Trump call harms the sport. It ruins the integrity and the ethics of the sport. I think Infantino is to blame here, not Trump. Trump made a call, and the guy bowed down and listened. I think the rest of the world is just mad that their president can't do that. Probably could. I bet the Argentinian president could do it. Isn't Argentina getting all sorts of like special treatment from Infantino? By the way, is that guy okay that looked really bad? Who cares about that guy? That guy's from Bosnia-Herzegovina. He's going home. He's fine. He probably got a hero's welcome on his way back to that small little country. Watch out for America, brother. We're sitting right here, bro. Every single soccer head or European or South American that wants to come to my show and say America's not good at soccer and that we're corrupt and the only reason we get past Belgium is because of corruption. Eat me. Eat my shorts, blue boy. That's what I'm saying, brother. This is the most patriotic I've ever been in my entire life. I do not care what is going on or what you say. That was not a hostile act that Balogun created. He landed on a guy's ankle on accident. Bro, if you're at the Y, if you're playing some pickup basketball and some guy lands on your ankle and you twist your ankle and get hurt, are you going to demand that he never plays again? Hey, get that guy out of here. You know, NBA players, if they can get ejected if they get four flagrants in a playoff series. Basically, or in a playoff stretch. And flagrants are only given out from punching people and shoving and doing actual overtly hostile things, not just playing the sport. Guys, real question is, who is winning the basketball World Cup? France, USA, or Canada? Wow. Give it up for Canada, SGA. And Scotty Barnes. No, it's because of corruption. The rest of the world is mad because it's corruption. I think the rest of the world is just mad because they're jealous of America. Truly do. Hey, this was our sport. Hey, we are supposed to be the best team at this. You're not. We are. We are literally, like, I've watched almost every World Cup game. We're the only team that I've watched play and not look bad one time. Did we lose the game to Turkey? Yeah, but we looked good the whole time. And we weren't playing our best players. We weren't even playing our starters. USA might win tonight, but they're getting pumped by Spain. Says who, Parker? Says who? USA's looked so much better than Spain has this tournament. USA has looked a lot better than Spain has this tournament. That is just a fact right there. They also won 1-0 to a Portugal team that, I know, Ronaldo. They're like, this is the best Portugal team they've had in so long. They're not very good. They were not very good. I watched them this tournament. It's not a very good team that Spain beat today. 1-0. I don't think USA loses to Spain. I think the only teams that USA could lose to is England because of just history and past games and stuff like that, and France. I think America's the third best team in the World Cup. I can't even say it. I can't even say it out loud. If you don't understand why the whole world is mad and calling it corruption, you don't know football. No, I know football. I know football. I think what you're trying to say is I don't know soccer. Take that, and we'll wind it back. ASAP got the money, make the movie go. Best thing Trump has ever done, C2. Take that, now we'll wind it back. Usher got the moves and made the booty go. Hey! So I do that for karaoke. I don't get how they warm up. They just kick the ball at each other and they just tap it around. They tippy-tappy on the ball. That's how they warm up. It's a beautiful game. The best part about the World Cup has been watching your dad watch the World Cup. Sorry. Your dad who was like, turn this. Soccer. Soccer. Well, I don't want to watch this soccer. And then he's like, 3 games in, he's like, this is awesome. Yeah, it's been sick. The world biggest sport in the world, it's called football. You play with your football. No, that's called soccer. I think you're thinking of soccer. Because the biggest game in the world, that doesn't matter. The world is America. Hey, this is the world, brother. Oh yeah, no, this is it. You don't have to look elsewhere. We got it all right here. This is the epicenter of culture. And now we have the best soccer team in the world. And USA is going to win the World Cup because we are just that good. Unbelievable stuff on TikTok today, fellas. We're going to hop off. I'll be live again on Wednesday, talking ball, hanging out, having a good time. So if you guys want to hang out and follow the show, you can right now. But if not, I'll see you guys live on Wednesday. Peace out, brothers. Love you so much. And for my brothers in the world on on Twitch, it is time for us to go. Fun stuff today, guys. Got to run it a little bit early. Got to get ready for this game. Got to hang out. Got to clip some stuff out. So we're going to be having a good time doing it along. Thank you guys for showing up and having a good time. The summertime is just going to be a little bit different, you know? A little bit looser, a little bit more fun. The times are going to change a lot just throughout what's going on with my schedule and things like that and when I am available. So we'll be moving some things around, having a good time, though. It's all just a push to football season, bro. How can we get to football season as quick as possible? That is the name of the game. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me on today's show. We will see you again on Wednesday. Love you so much. Beanie, out. Oops.